a guy till they made me the villain. Was gonna get a room, but they gave me a villa. I got game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up? Never been afraid to play my cards. What's a risk to a winner? Barely hang out with these days. What's a lame to a real one? Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. But tonight we kick off Week 13 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. You look at this Raiders defense. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Play action. It's Smith. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Smith. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Ritter will set up to throw it. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The injury on the play, and that's the last player you want to see hurting. The quarterback, Desmond Ritter. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Allen. They'll roll him out right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Josh Palmer, the intended target, but now it's 3rd down. Look at this Arizona defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game,
did.
Right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 36. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Cards are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? You can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Off of play action, here's Smith. Sliding out of the pocket. And he wisely will throw that one away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. On the carry, it's Wilkins. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On 1st and 10, Smith. That one downfield for Dotson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
Here's 2nd and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Smith on first down. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense's past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this one is right through. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. And Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff-worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reed. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The Raiders at 6-5 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
First down, here's Ritter. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Ritter to throw it. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Ritter. Complete to Johnston here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
52 blaster.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This is 2nd and 8. Ritter. That's the Mayer, the tight end. There's the stiff arm. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Ritter on 1st and 10. That's complete to Palmer. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Hands it off out of the gun. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential 1st career touchdown.
And his 1st NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked out with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his 1st touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a 1st impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
On 2nd down, Ritter. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Ritter back to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown Raiders. Quentin Johnston, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Well, that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Point after, right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 31-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. What a run there. I mean, you got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached to get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands, and guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
This is Wilkins. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 10-7. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass, obviously.
Look at the big man rumble! Look at the big man rumble. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Michael Mayer, 72 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that's second play was so good, I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Now it's Smith. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Smith on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A huge play there for Arizona. 44 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 1st down, it's Smith. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Ritter. Got him in, it's Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Now Ritter to throw on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10.
Red, cycle.
To the air again, it's Ritter. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They run with Wilkins. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead. There he goes, left side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Ritter will set up to throw it. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Hey, no steal. Smith right.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Ritter with it after the play fake. Pass out left finds Johnston. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ultra. Go ultra. Yellow. Warning. Cut.
A handoff. Jacobs running to the left. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, 14 yards. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
On a the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Second down and 8. Now Smith. Short one here, caught by McBride. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Here we go, Jack.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Ja'Cory and Bennett has it. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Stop. 17. Strike. Check. Strike. Ready.
All right, rifles one. That's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juju Brents. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In the case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Ritter now on second down. Throwing the slant, and he finds Mayer. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now it's 3rd and 3. Ritter now. That is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Now they pitch to Jacobs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Ritter, he wants to change the play here. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now the offense moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Over the middle, he's got Mayer. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. They'll try to run this one in. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders are able to stretch out their lead. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
He's got him in, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On first down, Smith. And the Raiders have got him. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his...
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Out of the gun, Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we're talking about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Ready?
2nd down throw coming for Ritter. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 54 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Ritter. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now Ritter going to change up the look. A give, it's Jacobs off the option. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Working from the gun, Ritter. Flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had it open, just a split second too late on the release. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time it forced him to take it to 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time they were stopped on 4th down. Had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down. Do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now they'll change things around before the snap. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. They're going right back to Pittman. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Here it is, 4th and inches. They snap it to Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Ritter on 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jacobs. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 2nd down and 3. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Trying to take this home, they'll run. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 67 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Ritter throwing on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Ritter. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. This is 1st and 10. Here's Smith. And a big loss is here as he's taken down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late.
Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off. But they do know that in the future, they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Raiders, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Arizona, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.